Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be testing out the Kevin Aqua Foundation Balm. As you beautiful people know, this is about the products, not the people behind them. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy, okay? Thank you. So snaps to me finally pronouncing his name right. I always thought it was Kevin Aquan. I finally saw a video of him pronouncing it, and apparently it's Aqua. Like occur, but classy. Anyways, how the hell are you today? I have the sniffles. The allergies are fucking serious this year. Oh, goddamn. But otherwise, it is a beautiful day here. I hope wherever you're at in the world, it is fabulous. I am a little bit tired, but nothing wakes me up quite like makeup. I mean, morning sex does, but that's not an option right now, so we're gonna play with these. I know I'm a little bit late to the game. I got these for review and then I wasn't going to review them, but they were just sitting there and I thought, we may as well. I'm a little bit frightened because even though I loved Kevin Aquan, the products that I've used from this brand, oh, they haven't really sat well with me. But I feel like it's been a long ass time since we've tried a foundation. There was a minute where like every review on this channel was from a foundation. Everybody and their mother was coming out with foundations. But I did order this from Sephora, so let's go ahead and hop onto their website. It looks like one of these retails for $52. Whoa. Out of 65 reviews, it doesn't quite have 4 out of 5 stars. Let's go ahead and look at the lowest ratings. The 1 stars say, my pores look worse, dryness emphasized in their streaks. I love all of his products, but this is a huge miss for me. I immediately hated this foundation. It did not blend well at all. There were visible brush strokes in it that just sat on their skin. God. All the things Wayne Goss said about this were accurate. I have not seen Wayne Goss's review, but oh my God, I love him. Daddy AF. The highest reviews say I knew very little about this foundation before purchasing, but I love it. Very full coverage, but very lightweight and very silky. At first it seems cakey when you put it on, but after you buff it out and set it with a good setting powder, it looks absolutely flawless. Texture is incredible. When you apply it, it's definitely a balm, but once it settles, it leaves you with a silky powder-like feel. Ooh, this honestly has me very, very excited. I don't remember what shades I ordered because this was a long ass time ago. It looks like medium FB06 as well as medium FB 5.5. I don't know if those are going to be too dark for me or too light, probably too yellow. I ordered these before. I promised not to get any more golden toned ones. Let's try this one. Oh my gosh, it comes with a nice little fluffy brush. Ooh, it's very soft. So there's FB06. I think that's going to be a little bit too deep for me. Let's try the 5.5, although that might be too yellow. Okay, fuck it. I think we're going to go in with FB06. Even though it is definitely golden, it doesn't look as yellow, and I would rather have it be less yellow and a little bit too dark than like really yellow and still too dark. This just says the foundation balm leaves skin looking visibly smoother, more even toned, and imparts a virtually bare, brave, and beautiful canvas. This multi-action innovative balm contains skin pampering ingredients that enhance the luster of natural skin. Apply the foundation balm with the foundation balm brush to instantly even out complexion with a full coverage finish. Okay, so it looks like we do have to use this brush. Oh God, we are very close, but I accidentally let my wiener dog lick my face and I broke out instantly. And I also have remnants on my eyes of a terrible drag makeup that I did. But I did moisturize my face this morning with a day cream, and now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of primer. This is the No Problem Prime Essence. And some people absolutely hate this stuff because they say it dries their skin out. It might, but I find that when I add a moisturizer to my face first, it makes my makeup look pretty good. I mean, if it's a shitty foundation, then obviously it's not gonna look good. But when I use a good foundation with this primer, it looks great. I don't really know of any primer that's gonna make a shitty foundation not look shitty. All right, so we take the lid off. It has a nice little protector there. Ooh, that's not too light, is it? I don't know. Okay, we'll just dip right in here. It does definitely have a hard, balmy texture. We'll just put that right there. The color actually might not be that bad. Okay, so let's swirl our little brush. Just like that, get it nice and coated. And here we go. Oh my God, that is so much. Wow, this is like Nikki Tutorials kind of coverage. It is very, very thick. Like I can instantly see like streak lines on my face, which just really confuses me. Why would they include a brush? Because I feel like this would be better with a sponge. But it is doing a fantastic job of covering up like everything. It's even covering up my stubble like fuck. Very, very pretty, but super duper streaky. And I suppose it is a bit on the cakey side. I mean, like on screen, what you're seeing, I think it looks pretty, but in person, it's definitely a full coverage texture, and that she kind of looks cakey. But the color, actually isn't that bad. Wow. Just for fun, I'm gonna take a dry sponge and just kind of press that in and maybe get rid of some of those streaks. I'm not sure if they suggest a brush because oftentimes professionals do use a brush and this is a professional makeup line, but there is nothing wrong with sponges. Like, they can make your makeup look fucking airbrushed. So after applying it with a brush and then blending it in with this, I actually really like the way that looks. It's not totally full coverage. Maybe I need a little bit more, but still, like, we can see a clear difference between the sides, right? Like, I don't think this necessarily looks like second skin, but it does look pretty, I think. The only areas that I'm not in love with it is my typical problem areas, which is right here. I'm not sure if you can see, it's kind of accentuating my pores. And then I do just have a little bit of a dry patch right here, and it is definitely clinging to that, but I don't really think that's a deal breaker. Before I go in with the second side, I do just want to see if you can layer this up, because to me, this isn't totally full coverage. With a brush, I think it is, but with a brush, it was just streaky. See, like, that shit to me is more full coverage with the 2 layers, but now it is really starting to get cakey, so I think we'll just kind of let it be like that, because I do remember people saying in the comments that at first it looks cakey, and then if you let it sit on your face, it kind of gels out and relaxes a bit. So we'll do that. In the meantime, let's go in with this side. Oh, God, that applies so magnificently. Like, right off the bat, doesn't that look really nice? It's when it blends out that it starts to look funky. Oh, yeah, get some snot in there, that'll help. I'm not gonna lie though, this probably would be amazing drag makeup, because for me, drag makeup usually is on the cakier side, but this isn't like as cakey as my normal drag makeup is. This actually feels a lot like the Krylon TV paint sticks. It's got that same really thick texture. This is a little bit easier to blend out, but much like those TV paint sticks, because it's really thick and balmy, you gotta keep working it because it is leaving streaks, like people said. But I'm finding that after I blend it out, if I just stipple it, those streaks disappear. It still looks cakey, but not terrible, but also not the best looking stuff in the world. I kind of feel like this is one of those foundations where you have to apply a shit ton. You can't go in with like one little dip and try to get minimal coverage with this, because rather than blending out nicely, it's gonna look separated and you'll be able to see like the pigment spread throughout your face, but not like a normal foundation. It's like too thick to be able to spread out minimally. And the more that you spread it out, the more it kind of pulls apart, so you really do have to go in with quite a lot. Otherwise, you're gonna have like bald patches where it's already starting to separate. But here we have both sides. I think on camera, it looks really pretty. It's just in person, there's a lot going on. I'm gonna bounce both sides in because I do think you lose a bit of coverage. Like, obviously it's going back onto this and this is just dry, but I would rather have less coverage and have it not look cakey than have more coverage and look like a fucking cake pop. Oh, see, but this is so thick that like as you bounce it, it also pulls up the product. So maybe this isn't the best idea. Hold on, I want to see what Wayne was saying about this, because I have a feeling that our minds might be thinking alike. Okay, so on the close-ups in his video, it looks pretty much the same as it does on mine. Like, it's pulling apart in certain areas, and I've had to go in with even more just to cover those up. I haven't really listened to what he has to say, I'm just looking at the pictures, but it's good to know that somebody else is experiencing this. So I don't think the foundation is terrible, but it does feel very heavy, almost borderline like costume makeup or like theater makeup, just so fucking heavy. And I did go in heavy-handed with it, and so that might kind of be my fault, but even with that first swipe that I put on, I could clearly feel that I was applying like a makeup mask. And so now that I have like 4 dips in total, I don't think it looks awful, but this certainly isn't something that I'd be comfortable wearing like out in public or on a day-to-day basis. For stage, I think it's fine because you're not going to be like super close up on anything, and it is kind of giving a slight blur effect, at least from what I can see on the monitor. But in person, ooh, that really bums me out because I was so looking forward to this being like a really good full coverage. But I will definitely give this some time to wear, so let's finish up with the rest of our face, because you never know, in 20 minutes this could have totally transformed and it could look marvelous. I don't really think that'll happen, but you never know. And even though I am very tired, that did an excellent job of covering my under eyes. I feel like I don't really even need concealer, but I do want a little bit of highlight under there, so I'm taking this CoverGirl True Blend. We'll just plop that right right under there. Now go ahead and tap a little bit onto the usual spots, smile lines, and we'll just gently tap this out. Tap it like something my headboard never does. Normally I would blend this out in little circular motions, but because this foundation is just setting on top of my skin, I feel like if I do make any other motions besides tapping, it's gonna wipe that foundation off. I don't know if maybe it needs set really well, but it needs something because it is not comfortable at all. I'm gonna take some Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and set it under my eyes, just right there. Of course, we'll use an ungodly amount of it, and I'm gonna press that in to really make sure that highlight is set. I'm so tempted to press this in all over my face, but I'm afraid that'll really cake everything up. So I think I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and very lightly tap into some of this, and then I like to tap the powder into my brush so that once I put it on, it just doesn't go flying everywhere. And I'm gonna lightly take this all over the rest of my face. Hopefully this makes it feel better because, oh my god, it is so not comfortable. It kind of feels like I have one of those clay masks on, or those peely masks where you rip them off and it peels your skin off down to the veins. Very, very heavy, but that powder actually did a great job at setting it. Let's see if it looks cakey. I wouldn't say it looks any cakier than it did before, but I mean, it is really settling into any fine lines that I have, even under my eyes, right there, like everywhere. Even my nose looks like it has huge pores. And this is a full coverage foundation, yet that isn't covered, or maybe it just lifted off right there. Let me see if I can like tap it in. Okay, see, even with this foundation being set, it's still like pliable enough to where I can just like rub my finger over it and kind of cover that up. I feel like this is either gonna melt off in a few hours, make me break out, or look fucking amazing. Like there really isn't any other option here. We'll go in and contour a little bit. Because this is so wet, I'm really curious to see if it'll stick in weird spots. And I mean, I guess that's all right. It is, it's like caught right there, and it's not blending out, turning into a weird muddy gray mess. Oh my gosh, it literally like collects so much product because it's so moist. Like you'd almost have to only use cream products with this foundation, which there's nothing wrong with it because a lot of people do prefer cream products. And so if that's something you're willing to fuck around with, then absolutely go for it. I personally don't like to add cream contour. I usually like to stick with powders when I can, but there we go. That is as good as she's gonna be blended out. Yeah, okay. Oh, let me just try. Oh my god, I really have to go in with this hard. Ah, damn. Whew. Fuck, it's like a workout. Okay, so contour is on. I don't think it looks terrible. It really grabbed in certain parts and it refuses to blend out. I don't like that. For bronzer, I'm going in with the CoverGirl Chocoholic. Once again, the foundation just like grabbed this and it's stuck into place. It's making my contour and everything just look really, really muddy. Look at that. Maybe that doesn't look that bad to you guys, but in person, it's just, it's not good. And I'm so confused because I tried to set it really, really well with that powder, but I think because it's that balm, it's just having a really difficult time drying down. Okay, so we are gonna leave it like that. That just looks really gray and muddy. The foundation though, I don't think it looks bad as long as you're like 3 or 4 feet away, but already it is separating on my nose. Like I tried to cover that as best as I could, but in doing so, it just kind of like pulled apart. It's already pulling apart underneath my eyes where I applied that concealer. It's really accentuating the texture that I have right there. And my under eyes, oh my gosh. Do you see all the creasiness that's happening? It's really bad. This just looks so dry. Maybe I shouldn't have set it with a powder, but I don't think I could have worn this for much longer if I didn't. But this is just so fucking thick. Like I can feel it on my blemishes and they're kind of like throbbing. I don't like this feeling, but we still will do a wear time test with it because you never know, it could turn out magical. I really don't have high hopes at this point. It's just so confusing because on camera, I do think it looks decently pretty. Maybe if I turn one of my lights out, you can see it a little bit better. No, that did nothing. What about the other one? I guess you can kind of see that, oh god, that is casting awful shadows, oh my god. But maybe we can kind of see the texture that it's giving my face. I don't know. I have to finish filming with the Mitchell palette, so I will probably come on with a full eye look all glammed up at the end of the day. I will see you in just a second. And we are back. It's actually only been a few hours, but I'm pretty sure I've reached my verdict on this foundation. If we're being real here, this is totally not something that I would wake up and want to put on. Like, for over $50, this needs to be able to fold my laundry, give me some kind of gasm, and at minimum bring me Taco Bell. And this does none of that. Let's get you zoomed in, shall we? Oh, it's gonna be scary. And I guess my nose doesn't want any kind of foundation on it at all because this whole half is missing. My forehead just has like constant expression lines in it now. Like expression, still expression. And it's actually so cakey that around here, it's just like breaking apart. My face looks like I put egg wash on it and dipped it into a bowl of powdered cake mix. I could probably scrape this off of my chin, plop it in a 350-degree oven, and we would have something edible. It just looks so fucking cakey everywhere. And even where I didn't press in that powder, it still looks cakey. Maybe it was the powder that made it extra cakey, but I don't think I could have worn this without the powder. It was just too heavy. And right now, it's not like it feels uncomfortable. It's just something that I wouldn't be able to wear for the whole day. If I were on stage, it would probably be fine because it would look great under the lights. But for normal, everyday use, I could not recommend this enough. Unless you have perfect skin where nothing will cake up on it, then absolutely run out and grab it. The coverage is fabulous, but I do not know of an everyday situation where I would ever pick this foundation up again. Like I said, for drag or for theater, absolutely wonderful. And actually, why don't we do the light thing again? We'll try it. There's just one light, and now you can kind of see how textured it is, I think. I hope. Maybe not. Maybe that doesn't do anything. Let's try our phone flashlight. Maybe then we can see. I don't know. I feel like it still doesn't look that bad on camera, but in person, I swear to you, I am not lying. So, do I think it's worth the money? No. It's like high-end coverage with not even a drugstore finish. Do I recommend it? No. Like maybe to a very select market. And I don't even know what market that would be because I have no clue what kind of skin type this would work with. Definitely not dry. Probably not oily. Not that my nose was oily, but it just came right up within a matter of a couple hours. Certainly not mature skin because it is going to settle in any fine line that you have. I don't know who this would be for because this is just bad. Très mauvais. Pardon, je ne l'aime pas. Did I say that right? It has been a long time since I had a French class. Anyway, it is not good. I don't like it. But please let me know down in the comments below if you've tried it. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? If you did like it, how the fuck did you get it to work? I don't know because when you first apply it, it just looks so pretty. It's when you blend it out and let it sit that it just turns to a shit show. There you go. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at OfficialNady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.